it better for everyone and women too, inclusive. And my co-host Wiebe Boer joins me now. Please put a doctor in front of that, and not a medical doctor. Yes, a doctor, PhD, please, sir. Just to be clear.
All right. Thanks, Collins, for that. And just to clarify that I'm not a medical doctor. So listen, yeah, I guess it's International Women's Day.
Yeah.
But like you said, there's 4 men today that are going to be talking about power solutions. But I have to say, our guests today were nominated and recommended to us by the most powerful woman in energy access globally, and that's Damilola Ogunbiyi. So she recommended them. So we're doing her bidding. So I think this is still appropriate. So
very, very much appropriate.
So guys, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And you guys are in Enugu, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so this morning we have Mbamalu, and he's the CEO and co-founder of Manamuz Electric, and Adekoyejo, who's the project lead of the same company. So they're on today because they won a special prize, but we're from that global agency. But we're going to talk about that later.
Okay.
In the show. But to start with, I'd just love to hear from you guys a little bit about your own personal backgrounds and how you ended up in the energy access space. So I guess we start with Uzo.
Okay. So my name is Uzochukwu Mbamalu. Everybody calls me Uzo. I'm an engineer. I have a background in engineering from the University of Nigeria in Nsukka. I graduated in 2014, though I've been practicing the deployment of solar energy systems since 2012. I started as a student. I was a freelancer for about 4 years. Then in 2016, we started Manamuz Electric Limited. We've been deploying solar energy solutions ever since. In the year 2020, we decided to start building sustainable cold storage solutions that are powered by solar, and the work we've been doing in that space is why we are here.
Okay, and Ade?
Yeah, my name is Adekoyejo. Well, I grew up in Abeokuta, and I had my undergraduate degree at the prestigious University of Port Harcourt. My professional career basically started about 6 years ago, where I worked for a manufacturing company in Lagos, where we manufacture prepared meters. Then after that, I freelanced a little for different companies with electrical engineering projects before I joined Manamuz in 2018 as a field engineer. And then I was then moved up to the project lead. So that's basically my professional background.
All right, Manamuz, we know started in, let's say, was conceptualized in 2008 at the Faculty of Engineering, the University of Nsukka, right? And it was incorporated in 2016. That we know for sure. Now, Uzochukwu, what was the idea and inspiration in 2008, and how did it transition to a full company in 2016?
When you're in university and you're reading engineering, you're not exactly sure what you want to do with your life. You're basically exploring different possibilities, talking to different mentors. So we had an energy research center at the University of Nigeria back then, where they did a lot of research on energy systems, and then the researchers came and talked to us about the opportunities in the electricity sector. There were also a number of mentors who used to look up to who were in the industry. There's this company called Nayo. I think you had him on this show about a few shows back, who I was also a mentor I was looking up to. So the idea, we always had that idea that this is probably an industry we would want to explore with our engineering background and have mentors around us. So it was basically a no-brainer that during holidays you attach yourself to an energy company, learn more and have big dreams. And so the more exposure we've been getting, the more we were sure about the direction we wanted our lives to face. And over the course of the past 9 years and all the experiences we've gotten, that's how we finally got here.
Right.
All right. I love those stories of businesses like this that were started at universities. I think Greenidge was also started at UNN, if I recall. And we've had a number of guests from Futo who started their businesses while in university. And I think it's that entrepreneurial drive that we really need to harness to solve this problem. So, but let's go on to the next question. So, Ade, this is for you. In 2019, the company crossed the landmark of 100 solar energy battery storage installations deployed across Nigeria. So, tell us about this milestone. How did you achieve it? What kind of funding did you raise to get there? It's a great achievement, obviously. So, we'd like to just hear a little bit more detail.
Okay. Well, we didn't get any external funding to achieve this feat.
Okay.
Yeah. So mainly we were able to get mainly because of our technical capabilities. A lot of companies outsourced solar projects to us, which we carried out efficiently, and also a lot of suppliers and manufacturers trust us enough to stock products with us. So we have a lot of products in stock. So because of this, we are able to deploy solar systems to customers in a more flexible way. And customers are also, because of the reputations we've built over the years, customers trust us enough to come to us to deploy solar system. So basically it's because of our technical capabilities, and also we have a lot of products in stock. And we're a bit flexible with customers when it comes to payment options. So they don't have to pay 100% upfront. So that was basically why we've been able to achieve this feat.
All right.
Wow. I mean, I'm just looking at you two. I'm like, yes, I'm proud that they are young Nigerians who, have done so much in this. I mean, in 2008. People were still dancing Lorile Odigombe. Kuye, we know that song. and you guys, I mean, from that time till now, there's a lot done already. We need to acknowledge that. But let's get back to the talk. And I'm sure people are inspired listening to you now. In 2020, all right, the company started exploring the possibility of building solar-powered refrigeration systems for agricultural sector. I mean, that's Uzo.
Yeah.
Uzo. Why the focus on cold storage? I mean, tell us first of all.
And agriculture.
Agriculture. I mean, who are you? Tell us.
Okay. Like I mentioned before, the more exposure you get, the more ideas you get on what's possible. In the year 2018, I was lucky to be selected as a 2018 Mandela Fellow. The Mandela Fellowship is a United States Department of State sponsored program. So I got to spend 6 weeks at the University of Nevada, Reno, in Nevada, and the United States. So it was more of a mixture of education and exposure to different companies. And one of the companies we visited was Walmart. Walmart has like several stores, just like the ShopRite we have here in Nigeria. Then they have a distribution center that supplies all those stores with the products they sell. So when we went to the distribution center, I realized that the distribution center had several warehouses with cold storage that were like commercial cold rooms. So because different agricultural products had different temperature requirements, they had different rooms, all operating at different temperatures. You come here, they tell you this room is for tomatoes, the temperature here is 12 degrees. You come here, this room is for apples, the temperature here is 4 degrees. So I began to imagine, why couldn't we have this in Nigeria? And of course, the answer was, in America, they had more of large-scale farms. So the farms could easily have commercial cold storage solutions in the farms. Then they have large refrigerated trucks, and they move directly from the farms to the Walmart distribution centers. Then from Walmart, they now go from Walmart to the stores, which also has like a cold chain. So in such a scenario, the post-harvest losses are less. But in Nigeria, that is not the case, because our farms are fragmented. We do not have large farms. We do not have large distribution centers like Walmart. So we began to explore, how can we solve this in Nigeria, where our farms are in rural areas without electricity. So that's basically what brought about inspiration.
Wow. Okay. So, and it's interesting that you learned this while you were on the Mandela Washington Fellowship Program. I mean, I know that that's a growing program, and you hear of, there's actually quite a few people in this industry also who actually participated in that. So now let's pivot a bit. So tell us about the 2021 Troubleshooting for SDG 7 Challenge by Sustainable Energy for All, which is headed by Damilola Ogunbi. How did you hear about this challenge, and what led you to participate?
We heard about this challenge on the STG 7 constituency, which is under the United Nations Major Group for Children and Youth, which I currently volunteer for.
Sorry, and
So
just
we
a
got
quick
the
thing.
memo there.
SDG 7 is the Sustainable Development Goal for energy
7.
access globally. Yeah, so SDG 7.
Yeah, affordable energy and clean energy for all. So I currently volunteer for the Major Group for Children and Youth. So that was where we got the memo. So with this, I discussed with the team, and we thought it was actually the right time to let the world know what we're working on, and also to also educate the youth on the various possibilities in the renewable energy sector and how they can make impact also on their own. So that was basically why we applied for the competition.
And you decided to present an idea innovating for smallholder farmers, and
Yes.
and a cold box store. Please,
Yes.
shed more light on this, please. What what problem do you hope to solve with this idea, and what solution are you providing? Because of course, that's why we're here. That's the cocoa of this conversation, so to speak. So tell us.
Yeah. Well, as you know, in most African countries, the agricultural sector employs about 54% of the working population. When you come down to sub-Saharan Africa, that percentage goes up to about 60%. Most of the smallholder farmers are located in rural communities with little or no access to power supply. And also, if you look at conventional cold rooms, they are actually very expensive to produce and even more expensive to maintain. So we thought that how can we provide a solution that is much more less expensive and is more sustainable. So that was what brought about the idea of the cold box store. So the idea basically is that we have designed a very efficient cold room, which is entirely powered by solar. So the idea is that we deploy these cold storage solutions in farm clusters and in markets, and also it also serves as first mile distribution center. So that's just the basic idea behind this project.
Essentially, the cold box store democratizes access to cooling systems.
Okay. But so this is what you submitted for the SEforALL competition. How many other? Because basically it was from basically young entrepreneurs all over the world, right? And
Yes.
so how many other submissions were there? Are you aware of? And then, like, what was the process? How did you eventually emerge winners?
Okay, I think the application was gotten from around over 42 countries.
Oh,
with
wow.
Over
Okay.
I think around 133 ideas all over the country. So we emerged top 3. The other 2 people I think were from Cameroon, and there's another person which is based in the US.
So Collins is from
Yeah,
Cameroon, by
China.
the way. Collins is from Cameroon, by the way. So
my ears are sticking.
okay. So then, did you now pitch during the SDG Youth Summit, or what was the? How did it work? Did you do a pitch during the SDG Youth Summit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I represented the team during the live pitch where I presented our idea.
Okay.
And also we won the challenge. It was start troubleshooting for SDG 7. So we won that competition, and we also awarded a grand prize for our innovation to help us with our innovation.
So you guys, young Nigerian entrepreneurs based in Enugu, beat the whole world, right? including Cameroon. Woo!
You don't want to go. You don't want to go that road, but that's the truth. That's what it is.
Yeah. So congratulations. That's fantastic. And this is the kind of thing that puts Nigeria on the map when it comes to energy access.
Exactly.
Entrepreneurs like you who put yourselves out there and then beat the whole world with your ideas. So that's fantastic.
Taking bold steps,
including Cameroon. Yeah, you missed that part.
Did the Cameroonians come second or third? Just so we know. Did the Cameroonians come second or third?
I think
they came third. Oh, sorry, man. Okay.
Not bad. Don't worry.
Remember, I think they came third.
Okay.
I'm sure they're going to go back and re-energize. Anyways, my
Sure,
net,
sure.
my
We are actually talking with them, so we are still in contact. So
absolutely.
it's all a big network. So
Yeah, okay.
we're working together.
Okay.
That's right. I mean, that's
So
the
no
spirit.
company grows in isolation. So we have a great relationship with the Cameroonian company.
Oh, good. That's fantastic.
Great,
Okay.
fantastic. Good to hear.
Maybe we can have them on soon also.
Yeah, maybe. Just
Is
sure.
there Wi-Fi in Cameroon? I'm just kidding. Okay.
But there is Wi-Fi. Hey,
Okay,
Cameron.
okay.
And I haven't been there in years, so I
Okay,
don't know what the
okay.
state of things is like. But I'm sure there's Wi-Fi. Please.
Okay,
That's.
Sorry,
You
man.
want me?
Sorry.
You want me
sorry.
to take you back?
No,
a
no,
bit?
no, no. We're okay.
Okay, then they'll go back. Anyways, let's get back to the next question, guys. If you are just joining us, the time is 11:48 in the city of Lagos. That means it's 12 minutes to the top of the hour, and we are gradually coasting home on Power Solutions today. But before we coast home, let me remind you that we're having a conversation with two gentlemen, all Nigerians, and one Uzochukwu Mbamalu, and also not forget, he's the co-founder and CEO of Manamuz Electric, and you heard from Adekoyejo Kuye, who is the lead project lead of the same company, and we're talking about experience in the space and also their recent achievement, which of course was the last thing the gentleman talked about. Now we are actually theming this conversation, powering sustainable cold chain infrastructure. And they talked about one of their projects, one of their products, if I'm correct, which is the cold box. Am I correct? And I would like to know a bit more about that. Give us a description or take us through the description of the cold box store and how it works. Just a bit more so that people can understand better as we proceed.
Okay, so the cold box store is a refrigeration system. It has an adjustable temperature range of 0 degrees to 25 degrees.
Okay.
So it can basically support a range of fruits and vegetables and even milk, depending on the application where it's deployed. So it has a volume of about 14,000 liters. That's about one slightly above 1/3 of a 20-feet container, if you want to visualize it. The idea is it's deployed in markets or it's deployed in farms, and it increases the shelf life of perishable agricultural products. In the business of perishable agriculture, time is equal to shelf life, which is equal to money. So the tomato, for instance, has a lifespan of 2 or 3 days without cold storage. But with cold storage, could have a lifespan of up to 21 days.
Oh, wow.
So if you have relevant infrastructure that could help you increase the lifespan of the tomato, for instance, that means the farmers have more time to sell more and reduce the issue of food waste. Because about 45 to 55% of fruits and vegetables produced in Nigeria are never consumed. They get wasted in the supply chain due to food spoilage. So essentially, our goal is to boost the resilience of the perishable food and supply chain.
And so it's powered by solar. So about what's the solar capacity required to power each one of these, solar and battery combination?
Okay, so we have 5,600 watts of solar.
Okay.
The solar is that much because the primary energy storage solution is not batteries but cold thermal storage.
Okay.
Thermal cooling is a relatively new technology that became mainstream around 2019. Thermal cooling makes it possible for you to convert water to ice when the sun is shining. So if there's solar insolation for about 6 hours, it freezes an ice bank. Then there's an independent refrigeration system that kicks in when the sun goes down, and the thermal storage, the cold thermal storage kicks in. It still has batteries, but the batteries are mainly to stabilize the system in a situation whereby there's an emergency.
And so by reducing the battery capacity, therefore, the cost is less.
Yes.
It brings the cost down.
Yes.
Okay.
Talking about costs, I mean, at some point Wiebe asked you how you started and say, where did you get funding from? You said, no, it was us and all we had to use and all that. and I'm worried. I'm bringing that question back because now that all what you're saying is sounding sweet and, it's a great solution. It's something that's going to preserve our fresh fruits and food from time to time if we have more of these in our society. So let's talk about the financial sustainability. How do you plan to make money in this in this in the long run? Abi, are you making money already? They are not telling us.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not making money yet, although we've raised a little money to pilot the project. Before sustainability for all, the grants from sustainability for all, we also won another competition organized by Oxfam Novi. Oxfam is an international NGO, but they have the branch in the Netherlands organized the competition, which we got 10,000 euros from them.
Okay.
So a combination of the funds from Oxfam Novi and the profits we've been making from our business, which we've used it to set up like a pilot project. We just set it up, and we are probably within the next 2 weeks it becomes fully operational. The plan for making money from the operational project is simple. People pay us for cooling services. Of course, this is a market creating innovation. So it's a market creating innovation. So the business model is pretty flexible. But the summary is basically we get paid for cooling services so that people who cannot afford the solutions can just pay us for the cooling. Because according to the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, less than 22% of Nigerians own refrigerators. So this is quite a big solution that can help people who can't afford refrigeration systems.
Okay, so your company will own the system and then just charge for the cooling, basically. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Refrigeration as a service.
Okay. And then I know, I mean, Collins is going to shut us down soon, but just, so, most of our listeners are in Lagos.
The system shut us down soon.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Most of our listeners are in Lagos, but they're also listening, online around Nigeria and so on. So if a listener wanted to contact you and say, look, I need one of these units for my, for the market that I'm in or something like that, how do they contact you and what's the timeline that these will become available?
Are you on social media?
Yes, we are at Manamuz Electric, Twitter, Instagram, and Manamuz Electric. So they could send us a DM or probably go to our website, manamuz.com, contact us from the numbers there or the email there. And start conversations from
Manamuz Electric. Manamuz Electric.
Okay.
All right. Manamuz spelled with a Z at the end. Mana spelled as pronounced.
Yes.
MANAMUZ.
Z. We're in Nigeria. It's a Z, not, it's a
You
Z.
see, I learned that from Nigeria.
No, that's Cameroonian. It's Z. In Nigeria, it's Z. Correct. Okay. For those of us who went to school here, Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Z.
Okay.
Z.
And then the final part of that is when will the product be available? Is it could someone call you now and order it, or it's still a few weeks out before it's ready?
The pilot project is available, but for someone who wants a personal solution, within the next 2 months, we should have products available for the rest of the market.
Okay.
Yeah, do well.
Okay, well, thank you very much, guys. This is great, and again, congratulations on making Nigeria proud.
Yes, congratulations.
And beating the rest of the world.
Before Wiebe makes you feel like I'm an enemy, I'm also Nigerian, all right? I'm Cameroonian first, and I'm Nigerian too. So I can claim both sides. So today I choose to be on this side to make Wiebe shine.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so congrats again. It's a great way to highlight the work that you're doing, but also of all the innovation happening in the sector across Nigeria. So thanks for what you're doing. It's a huge thing that the agricultural sector badly needs, and look forward to seeing your success over the next few months and years.
That's right.
All right.
Have fun, guys. So Wiebe, that's it on the show. Of course, next week we'll be here again. And congrats again.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. And Lagos, have a great week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You too.
And that's it. That's how the show ends today. Well, Andrea is not here to sign up with me, but of course I've worked with the best co-host, official co-host, on the show throughout What's Up Lagos. Many thanks to the entire team. Thanks to Tunde. Thanks to Dikbo. Thanks to Comfort. And most especially, thanks to Andrea Teke for co-hosting the entire show with me. And to Wiebe Boer for coming through on the Power Solutions today. And I'll say God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Let's see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.
Hi there. If anyone ever asked you for your banking app